righty there. Good morning, guys. Happy Motivation Monday. This is Trainer Nick checking in with you guys. It is Monday, August 10th. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying August so far. It's kind of overcast and gloomy here in California this morning in Laguna, so hopefully sun's out later, but kind of gloomy and pour out this morning. So hopefully you guys have some good weather there. Guys, I'm excited for this week and this Motivation Monday I get to bring to you. Happy to be here. I got a fun little Chinese proverb for us. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now, right? And guys, what I'm trying to get here, this presentation today is going to be talking about marketing. And we're getting ramped up. We got open enrollment right around the corner here, right? We got 2 months away. It's really time where we're kind of buckling in and getting ready, right? And so marketing is a big piece of that. And so I really want to give you guys some tips in how to get marketed and get started there. So that's what we're going to get into today, guys. A big thing why I chose this Chinese proverb, like think about it, guys. Even if you haven't tried some of this stuff yet, get on it now. It will sow and reap dividends for you down the line, okay? Very important stuff. So let's get going on this Motivation Monday here, guys. We are going to have a tip of the week for you here. We're going to go over the sales shout outs, our sales leaders over this past week. I'm going to hit you with essential marketing tips this time, right? We're going to make sure that we're preparing right, getting our mind right to market for this open enrollment. And then the survey at the end. So big tip of the week, guys, the NatGen dental plan is out that has an optional vision rider with it. So this plan's been getting sold a lot in the 5 states you see listed at the bottom: Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, and Illinois. So a bunch of good states there. Obviously, we're getting this pushed into more states and it's getting written for these other states, but these are the 5 it's live in currently, and just look for states to be added with that. At the end of this month as well, into the Medicare supplement world, they're going to introduce a dental vision hearing NatGen bundle kind of plan there. So a dental with vision hearing coming out at the end of this month. So just keep an eye out for that. But this one, if you're writing in any of these 5 states, definitely look at getting this one added, okay? So we're going to hit our sales leaders for the week. Short-term, National General really kind of ran away with it. Looks like you guys are writing a ton of them for short-term. Limited Med, this NGL Prime Care actually was our #1 plan this past week. This is the new guaranteed issue fixed benefit plan out there. So a really cool plan. I loved hearing about it a couple weeks ago when it came out. It's cool to see that everybody's really liking it and selling it. It looks like the market's reacting well to it. It was our best seller last week in that space. So check it out. Again, guaranteed issue, guys. Benefits starting as early as tomorrow, right? If you sign them up. So really, really cool plan there. Looks like a lot of people are liking it and are getting it. Accident plans. It looks like Plan Enhancer with National General. Staying #1 there. I love that plan too. Glad to see you guys do as well. It's a very easy plan to sell. Critical illness, National General as well as #1. And then dental, right now it's UHC Golden Rule, still holding on strong there. Hopefully we see these numbers kind of toss a little bit with the new dental plan, especially as more states start opening up for NatGen there. For our personal leaders, Katya, and then Max Weinstein and Evan Tunis, you guys all were our top 3 short-term leaders, so great job there. Katya coming in strong again on the Limited Med. And then Jarrell Lawson, so great job there, guys. And then accident, this was a fun one. Timothy Brown, Cody Randazzo, you guys were split by $35, pretty much one accident plan separated the 2 of you. But good job there, guys, to the 2 of you. So bravo to our sales leaders there this week. You guys really did great. I'm liking kind of seeing the different spread in products that we're using right now. it's cool to see that we are really liking that Prime Care plan from MGL. And let's kind of see, let's get some feedback from the dental and see what's going on there with NatGen. But a lot of exciting stuff there. All right, guys, so we're going to jump into marketing, okay? And I'm going to throw a lot of different ideas at you, a lot of base stuff. But the first thing that we need to do with marketing is create a brand, right? You need to have brand awareness around your brand, right? And so when coming up with your brand, right, you have to define your brand. What do you want your agency to be, right? Like, am I going to personalize it? Am I making Trainer Nick health insurance, right? If that is going to be my brand, my clients have an expectation with that business, right? They expect to speak to Trainer Nick. That is a family-run small business. That is what I am building my brand to, as Trainer Nick Health Insurance, right? So you have to understand that going in, and you have to meet those expectations that you're going for. If you're trying to go bigger, right? Think about if you're trying to grow into that corporation, right? That Amazon. Amazon's not called Bezos International, right? Think about that, guys. So it depends. What are you trying to do with your business? Where are you trying to scale it? But you have to start here. When you're thinking about your brand, you have to ask yourself these questions, right? What do I want this to become? Do I want it to become Amazon, Allstate, right? Or do I want it to be that my family run business here? But you have to also taper your expectations around what you're creating your brand, right? So think about that, all right? Next, guys. Once you got your brand, you need a logo, right? In 2020 now, there's no excuse why we don't all have a logo. You don't need to have hundreds of dollars to go pay a professional company to come up with this logo for you. Guys, there's a simple Google search, you can get a logo. I actually found, I went through a lot of different websites. I found a fun one. It was called canva.com. But there's a ton of different websites out there to do your logos. Canva has some really good professional ones. Was a fun little one. So a little bit of time, a little bit of elbow grease, you guys come up with a pretty nice, pretty professional logo there for yourself, and not too expensive. And then also, if you guys are serious about building your brand, right? Also think about when you're trying to come up with that brand, look at domains, right? Look at how much the domains cost. You don't want to go for a brand that the domain is $5,000, right? So maybe that's going to lead you to making a decision or anything. But to get your domains, guys, again, simple Google search. You could say buy a domain on Google, search that way. But different websites, you know, Wix.com. You could do GoDaddy.com. You know, different things like that. But get a domain. Use that in building your brand. Even if you're not going to use a website immediately, have your domain ready to go. Have that that you already own, because that's showing you're trying to build this business. You're trying to build this brand. You have to own that domain, okay? Next, this is a fun one. And this one, I mean, I used to fight this a little bit. I guess I still am kind of fighting it a little bit, right? But the world is moving to this social media world, the social media platform game. And there's this whole marketing world weaved into it now, and I'm just learning it. Like I was kind of that grumpy person that kind of sat back and was like, yeah, I see it's here, but yeah, I'm not jumping on board with that yet. I don't, whatever. Facebook, I don't, you know, whatever. Twitter, I'm still, I barely am using. I'm not really good at it, anything like that, right? But you have to start letting your walls down there and seeing the marketing opportunity that's here, and learning how to utilize these tools and how best to use them for our benefits here. So first one, guys, is tweet to create buzz, right? So this is all about understanding how to utilize this social media tool, right? So if you're going to go on Twitter, everything here is clickbait. It's buzz. You want people to share, to retweet, right? So this is something where you're going to create a business profile and share insurance articles or health articles that are happening around the news that you get information about. Just share them. Try to create clicks, reshares, retweets, right? Also post links that link people back to your website if you've gotten that far, or to your Facebook profile, right? And create a business Facebook profile. So you want to use Twitter to create buzz, just to be sharing links, sharing information that people could get. That's really what you want it to be used for in that sense. It's really just quick posts, quick information, recycle information, create buzz, okay? Then you can get to helping others on the tube, right? I've seen a couple brokers that I'm really enjoying that are really taking advantage of YouTube. YouTube's fun because you can link it with any of these other ones, right? You can share it on Twitter. You could share your videos on Facebook, right? On LinkedIn. But if you get good enough at this, if you're really becoming a resourceful resource, right? For people here, you can actually make money from YouTube itself too, right? So now it's multiple revenue streams coming in here, but it's a way to build your brand, build your credibility. It's a free marketing tool, and you're out here teaching people about health insurance, right? You can use it to review certain like, you know, Trump's been passing a bunch of bills in our area right now, in our health insurance area over the last, you know, month or two. You can actually be posting videos helping people understand that, what's happening here, what's the good and the bad, discussion videos. You're going to get free marketing because it's buzz already. You're using buzz stuff that's going around the internet, and you are the professional in this workspace. You're helping people, right? And then you can tweet it. You can reshare it on Twitter, on your Facebook, create that buzz. So that's a really fun one. And again, it can become a second source of income, but it also gives you that platform to create your own content. It just makes you that bigger professional, the person that people want to come to do business from, right? You look the part, you play the part, you are the expert in this space. And then the last one, guys, is to get LinkedIn, right? Now, this is a different social media platform. Again, it's understanding, what do I use these for, right? Another thing to use YouTube for, before I get off of it, is learning. You guys can also search on there, learn from other brokers. So YouTube is a great source for that. LinkedIn is to get connected with business professionals, right? This is a networking platform for you guys. So same thing, guys, but this one, you're looking for referral partners here, right? You are looking to help other people in the business world, and in turn, hopefully they help you. You're looking to build relationships on LinkedIn, but with like-minded, self-employed business professionals, right? So that's how you want to use that platform. Guys, they're all here and they all have a benefit, and it's about learning them, learning how to utilize them best. LinkedIn, you can share articles that you've done. You can boost stuff like ads, just like you could in Facebook, and we'll jump into that on this next slide. But get into LinkedIn, but it's more of like use it as a referral platform. Build relationships in a network in your area with other like-minded business professionals. Build some relationships there. That's kind of how you want to utilize that platform. All right. And we're going to save the biggest one for last, right? Facebook marketing. Guys, I have fallen in love with Facebook marketing. The more I've used it, the more I've talked to people that use it, the deeper you dive in it. This thing is beautiful. And so I really want to pour a little bit into you guys on here. First thing, if you haven't done this, you need to do this. You need to create your own business page, right? Separate business from personal. Now, as you're starting your business, a lot of your business is going to start on personal, right? Awesome. But you are going to want to separate business from personal. You've got to make sure that you're keeping everything professional, okay? No religion, no politics. If you're sharing a bill Trump passed, that's not politics. That's just saying this just passed. This is reality. This is a bill that got passed. Let's talk about it, right? How can I help you understand this? I'm not trying to get in a fight with anybody on either wing there, right? But create your own business page. Guys, this is something you can share on Twitter now. You can share on LinkedIn, right? If you create a YouTube, you can link back to it that way. Huge, huge, huge. You have to have a business page. It's also how you're going to make ads. You can make ads from your business page. and utilize that by just sharing posts. So that'll jump into where you can boost posts. You can make posts and then boost them, which essentially is turning it into an ad that's going to be spread and shared throughout a network. And that's what you want your business page for, right? Guys, the coolest thing about Facebook ads too, you want to buy ads. These are smart ads. They get better the more you buy them, right? And so, you start out with buying $100 worth, then $200 worth, then $500 worth, right? And keep just feeding the machine a little bit more, and it learns. It's going to learn from who's clicking your post, who's sharing your post, who's commenting on your post. Facebook is learning from that. And so what happens, guys, you want to be posting often on your business page. You want to respond to everything, especially on your ads. I actually talked to somebody. I thought this was really fun. He actually says he'll even let people, when he posts an ad, if somebody replies and comments scam or F you or something like that, he'll leave the comment there for about an hour. He might even like the comment and reply to the comment. The reason being on that, guys, Facebook's learning from that interaction. So what Facebook is doing is it's saying, hey, this gentleman that responded to the ad is a 35-year-old gentleman, and he actually took time out of his day to respond to this ad. That means we, Facebook, want to show this ad to more 35-year-old gentlemen like him. Maybe he's a small business owner. So now it's going to share to other Facebook profiles that fit his profile, right? Small business owner, 35. So he'll leave that comment up for about an hour and then he'll delete it, right? It's so that Facebook can learn, right? It's learning what's going on your post, on your ad that you're doing. And so the more you do, the more ads you do, it's learning what colors are being responded to better, what age group demographics are really hitting these ads well, and it's helping you. And you can pick specific markets. You can say you want to advertise to a specific zip code. You can advertise to a state in specific or an age group. There's a lot of really cool things you can do with Facebook marketing. So dive in, check it out. Another last little Facebook kind of free tip here, join groups. There's so many groups now. There's a group for everything, right? Join groups. One, they can be a good educational resource for you, but also groups, you might even create a group, right? If you're in, like I'm in Orange County, Southern California, maybe I make a health insurance surfers group, right? It'll be a niche group, but I can get surfers that care about health insurance, and maybe they're self-employed. Maybe these are bar owners or business owners, or maybe they're just bar workers, right? Whatever it might be. But you're creating a group where people can identify with something and come in, and you can be the health insurance professional in that group. If you can get any group that you join, like everything. If you can post on a lot of stuff, awesome. Get your face and your name known, but like everything. Guys, the more stuff you like on a page, if you dedicate a month or two of liking to it, you can get this top fan badge that Facebook has, right? I think you've probably seen some of it on some pages that you follow. You'll see some people that post in the comments, it says top fan on their name. You get that automatically on Facebook just from liking a lot of posts that the same group or business posts, right? So like if you do it with your favorite football team, right? I hate these guys, but let's call it the New England Patriots, right? If you're following their fan page and you like everything they post, you'll get that top fan badge. So now when you post, your top fan will do that in your groups. If you become a top poster or something in your groups and you get that badge, it adds credibility, right, to what you're doing and to what your business is in that online platform. So Facebook's so cool, so much stuff to it. You really have to spend some time diving in on there. It's so powerful. And if you just kind of let it go by, you're only hurting yourself, right? It's like planting that tree. Look, all of us, myself included, we're already 5 years behind on this Facebook thing. That's just a reality. Some people dove in 5 years ago. We're already 5 years behind, but the second best time to plant that tree is now, right? So start practicing, start learning with these social media things. You know, I think it's apparent now. They're not going anywhere. So jump in them, okay? Nail the email, guys, all right? So simple, stupid stuff, right? But we're going to take it back to the basics here for some of this marketing stuff. You'd be amazed how many of you that I'll get an email from you guys, and I'm like, really? Did it really? You're expecting people to read this? So strong subject line. Don't be too wordy in the subject line. Usually you want something like a call to action in there, right? Something that's going to make them click it. What's behind door number 1? Something exciting, something to draw their attention. Fast, short, sweet. What is behind door number 1? Okay, you have to have something that draws their attention in. Guys, keep an organized list. Is CRM, you need to know your contact list. You need to be organized. You need to have them split up. Who's friends and family? Who is my referral groups? Who are my senior market? Who is my kids? You need to know this information. You need to know who's in what states. You need to have all of these tools able to be organized and marketed to for your business. Really, really thorough. It's only going to help you down the line for your business. And then this is my favorite. I'm going to actually drive this home, this slide and the next slide. Would you reply to you? Sometimes I'll get an email or somebody will leave me a voicemail and I'll call them back and I'll be like, do you know what you sounded like? Would you reply to you? Why are you sending something out that you yourself would trash the second you got it, right? You have to think about that, guys. You have to think about that. Emails, we have so much junk email in there, okay? How are you going to stand out? What is going to make somebody click it? What is going to make you click it? Would you open your email? Would you reply to you? If not, keep working on creating it. Keep developing that. And we're going to keep driving home this you. Personality is key. The key word in there is person. You, my last piece of marketing tips. Create your niche, right? Again, like health insurance surfers here in Southern California. Are you the golf health insurance guy? Are you the hairstylist health insurance girl? And maybe nail salons, right? What do you want to do? Are you at church? Are you the health insurance person in your church ministry and in your group? And you help anybody that needs health insurance at your church. Maybe it's part of your ministry to the senior community there at your church, that you're able to help them through these tough decisions. Whatever that is, find your niche, create your niche. And the cool thing about your niche is it's going to be what you like to do. Just turn it to your business now, but make sure that you are the expert in that niche. Exactly this next part. Become the expert of your area. Make sure that people know that you are the expert in your space, in your niche that you've created, right? It's the biggest marketing tip I can give you guys. You have to own a space. I don't care how corny that space is, right? There's this commercial on the radios here in Southern California. It's for this lawyer lady. And her tagline is superwomansuperlawyer.com. And it's so corny. And she does this little jingle, superwomansuperlawyer.com, but it's stuck in your head. And how stupid and corny. Superwoman, super lawyer. That's what her niche is. That's what she went with. It's corny, it's quirky, it's dorky, it's whatever you want to call it. It's made her a crap ton of money. She is the superwoman, super lawyer, right? What are you going to be? And focus on your strengths, okay? So often I see brokers trying to fit a square peg into a round hole because they saw Bob, the health insurance guy, doing it and killing it doing it. And they're like, well, if Bob can do it, I can freaking do it. And you're dang right. If Bob can do it, you can do it. But the trick that Bob's found out is Bob has turned this into his. thing, right? Bob has focused on his strengths. He's found his niche, okay? You guys have to do the same. That's so big in this marketing thing. And so that also goes into this Facebook, right? Join groups for that niche. And if there isn't a group for that, become it. Be the truck driver's health insurance guy. Join some truck driver groups. You guys got to think about that stuff, right? So huge, 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 huge. Can't tell you enough. That is our essential marketing tips, guys. We got open enrollment just 2 months away for Medicare, 2.5 months away for the rest of us and under 65. I hope you guys are getting all your ducks in a row. Wish you guys the best of luck this week. If you have questions, comments, concerns, hit up training@ahcpsales.com. You can call agency services at 877-228-8773. This is Trainer Nick checking out. I wish you guys the best this week. Take care.